I'm going to be going over one of my biggest gripes with the new AC-130 in Military Tycoon, and I'll show you that in one moment. Now, the AC-130, I think, is an extremely cool vehicle for Military Tycoon, right? It's got this awesome little attack mode where you can enter your little minigun, fire just like that. Like, look at these people trying to raid me. I just obliterated those people. You see, this thing is awesome, but I do have one problem with it, right? Watch this. The flares, look at this. Like, what is going on? For those who don't know, the AC-130 is absolutely famous for its awesome flares. I'll put a clip of it on screen right now. But in Military Tycoon, like I just showed you guys, like, they look pathetic. It shoots out the normal 3 flares that you see for every other vehicle in the game. The lack of like cool flares for the AC-130 kind of makes it feel like the developers don't really care that much about like the game itself. Now, don't get me wrong, the AC-130, it's an awesome vehicle, right? I love the attack mode. I think actually this is probably the coolest vehicle so far in the game. It's my absolute favorite. But it's a small thing, right? Like, how hard would it have been to code new flares for the AC-130 that went out in all directions? It kind of signifies that the developers really don't care that much about the game itself and like the quality of it, the realism of it. Obviously not the realism of it, I mean. And also, I'll show you something like this for another vehicle as well. Let me just get to my base real quick. Now, another vehicle that's a large example of like lack of attention to detail. It's the, let me find it. It's the F-35. Specifically, it's the VTOL, right? So when you enter VTOL with the F-35, all that happens is your thruster goes down, right? In the actual F-35, you see this little hatch right here? There's a thruster that opens up that actually, you know, makes the VTOL work. But in Military Tycoon, it's just the thruster, and they didn't add it for the F-35, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, it would not be very hard, right, to code a little hatch that just opens up whenever you activate the VTOL, because, you know, this thing goes up and down whenever you activate VTOL. Why can't there be a little hatch that opens up? It doesn't even need to be like literally, there could just be a model of a turbine right here, and there's just a little hatch that reveals it when you enter VTOL. It doesn't have to like do anything. It's just a model and a simple animation, but it couldn't really be bothered to add that. And it's kind of sad. It's not the end of the world. These are small features that really would not change much, but it kind of feels like there's no love in Military Tycoon. I imagine that if the developers really super cared about their game, like they loved what they did with it, there'd be like actual like more attention to detail in the vehicles. Alright, so now I'm in a Roblox game that has both of the features that I just described that I wanted for the new vehicles, or wanted for the F-35 and the AC-130. So first of all, let's ride the AC-130 in this game, right? Pull up, you know, quick takeoff. Now, this game, it's way smaller than Military Tycoon. If you guys didn't know, Military Tycoon is owned by a large company named GameFam. They own dozens and dozens of Roblox games. They're a huge company. I'm talking tens and tens of millions of dollars in revenue each year. I wouldn't be surprised if it was above $100 million. And this game, Pilot Training Flight Simulator, it's run by just a guy and his friends. Watch. Or let me find the flares button. Look at the flares in this game. And this game doesn't have the backing of like GameFam behind it. It isn't owned by an actual game studio like Military Tycoon is. This is just an average Roblox game, but they actually like put love into their game. They have the attention to detail to actually include the AC-130's signature flares like this. That's awesome. And like I said earlier, for the F-35, right? Of course, you got your, let me activate the VTOL. Look at the hatches open up. That is sick. You're telling me Military Tycoon can't add like literally like all that happens? Look, all that happens is a hatch moves up. 2 little hatches move up. Military Tycoon can't be bothered to add an animation for that? Like, look at this. This goes down, the thruster goes down, and it's literally actual VTOL instead of just moving up and down rigidly like a helicopter in Military Tycoon. And this is just an average Roblox game. Like Military Tycoon, like I said, huge game, like around 10,000 concurrent players out on average, owned by a large game company, team of developers, can't be bothered to add like a simple animation. It's a bit frustrating, right? It's just such simple things that could add so much quality in a Military Tycoon easily. And it's a bit sad to see that the developers just won't do that. Anyways, thank you for listening to my little rant. Remember, we'll be giving away 10,000 Robux at 20,000 subscribers, so subscribe if you want to contribute to that. Comment down below your thoughts on my argument as a whole, and if you'd like to see like actual flares and more attention to detail in Military Tycoon. I'm very curious to see your opinion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.